इस मिशन में हमें एक बंदे को किल करना है, तो जल्दी से चलते हैं उस बंदे को किल करने के लिए।
Useless, talentless,
I love those guys. Really professional and living proof that all of the best talent isn't on commercial networks. These people do it for love, because they have integrity, just like me. We're back with pressing issues. I'm Maurice Chavez, winner of 5 public radio awards in the Vice City area, including Best Voice. On this show, we take complex issues and boil them down to simple ones so you can understand. On this segment of the show, we are discussing morality. Since the beginning of time, man has asked questions. Why are we here? What time is it? And is there a place around here a guy can get a drink? Early man, as seen in the cave of Lascaux in France, questioned the morality of making the mammoth extinct. I think we all know what happened there. Is it society's job to tell each other how to live? Recently, my city considered passing a public curfew that says nobody can be on the streets after 8:30 p.m. Of course, the bill didn't get passed, but it made people think. If you don't vote, you get morons in charge. Is that moral? I'm not sure. Let's press the issue.
Children should be at home with their parents naked. A curfew makes sense. You know how much money I save not having to wear trendy clothes? Read a history book. At the creation of the universe, the Big Bang, everyone was naked. Even you. Why do I have to stay behind this divider? Maurice, please!
Because nobody is interested.
ऑलराइट गाइस, हम लोग इसे आ चुके हैं मारने के लिए, तो जल्दी से इसे स्किप करते हैं और जाकर इसे पकड़ते हैं। तो ये भाग रहा है और उसके बॉडीगार्ड आ चुके हैं हमारे पीछे। जल्दी से हम जाते हैं नीचे इसे मारने के लिए। ऑलराइट गाइस, ये बाहर भाग चुका है और हमें इसे किल करना है। ओके गाइस, अब हमें भागना होगा। हमारे बीच से पुलिस भी लग चुकी है। अब हमें इस मिशन तक पहुंचना है, यहाँ तक पहुंचना है जो बता रहा है। हम यहाँ से पहुंच गए तो पुलिस भी हमें, तो जल्दी से चलते हैं।
It's a Cold War, but it's hotter than hell. Mark my words, any day now you're sitting in school passing notes and talking about prom, when suddenly you look out the window and there are Russian paratroopers dropping in to take over. What can you do? Run into the woods with your friends? Call yourselves the Wolverines? Put twigs in your hair and try to beat back the Ruskies? No, you hightail it to Pastor Richard's Salvation statue and blast off into space. But there is a
ये मिशन हमारा हो चुका है पास्ट, तो आप देखते हैं न्यू मिशन हमें कौन सा दिया गया है। तो जल्दी से चलते हैं दोबारा से सी पर और अपने नेक्स्ट मिशन को पूरा करते हैं।
a valued sponsor who supports the art of public radio, buddy.
I for one welcome our new Russian masters. We can learn so much from other cultures. Did you know in India the women protest by setting themselves on fire? I tell you, next time the kids are screaming for ice cream and pop, I may just douse myself in kerosene. I use that as a threat to my kids all the time, so it's no wonder they're so screwed up. That's one of the tough things about being a mom, not ruining their lives with guilt. As a matter of fact, I don't let my kids watch cartoons or slasher flicks.
Really?
That Knife After Dark movie may be #1 in the box office, but my kids certainly ain't gonna see it. If you don't raise your kids right, they end up being like Nude Boy over there or working in radio. I want them to get proper jobs, like being a doctor, not a patient.
That is offensive. My mother understood I was special. She made me wear a button as a child, and when I demanded to go to school naked, she was fine with it. After social services moved me, she would still write to me. I still remember when she kissed me goodbye.
But Barry, earlier you said you discovered naturism, taking your clothes off, whatever it is in Germany.
I know, but I lie a lot. I've got a lot of personal issues. Look at me. Please, Maurice, I need a hug.
There's another example of immorality in this city. Public showing of affection. People think we want to see them making out and carrying on. I understand your hormones. Like a wild animal, and you want to ravage one another like there's no tomorrow. But you have to ignore what your body is
यहाँ से ले लेते हैं लेफ्ट, जल्दी से चलते हैं अपने नेक्स्ट मिशन पर। और राइट गाइस, हम लोग पहुँचे हैं अपने नेक्स्ट मिशन पर, तो जल्दी से चलते हैं बोट में। तो जल्दी से इसे स्किप करते हैं।
Come and join me.
अब चलते हैं अपने नेक्स्ट मिशन पर।
I moved to Florida to bring my kids up the American way in a theme park. And that's just the kind of person I am. Opinionated and moronic.
ओके, हमें मॉल में जाना है और एक और बंदे को किल करना है जो हमसे बाइक पर भागेगा। हमें उस बंदे को पकड़कर उससे मारकर उससे एक बैग लेना होता है, तो जल्दी से चलते हैं।
In other people's business like an over-opinionated sociopath. Well, let me say that money could have gone to much better things, like reserving a place by my side in the Pastor Richard Salvation statue. But I digress and plug. Stop doing that. Don't interrupt me, boy. Anywho, I address the Alaska issue in chapter 23 of my book. You see, the Alaskans are lunatics, plain and simple. They eat whales and snow and are asleep in the freezer. Who wants to eat snow every day?
I need to buy something to make me feel good.
You play dumb.
हमने इसे मार दिया, वो भी बहुत आसानी से। तो जल्दी से इस बैग को लेकर चलते हैं।
Simplemente vacilándose la música.
राइट गाइस, हम लोग पहुंच आए हैं चले जाते हैं अंदर।
Tomasa,
जल्दी से इसे स्किप कर देते हैं।
straight to business.
और राइट गाइस, अब हम चलते हैं अपने नेक्स्ट मिशन की तरफ। आ चुके हैं अपने नेक्स्ट मिशन की तरफ। इस मिशन में हमारे साथ लेंस आएगा और हमें इस मिशन में किसी गैंग को किल करना होगा, तो जल्दी से चलते हैं पार्किंग में। ओके गाइस, लैंप्स आ चुके हैं। अब हमें गाड़ी ड्राइव कर कर लेके जाना है।
Look, you want to do something other than just
Following me everywhere. Why don't you come along and
जल्दी से चलते हैं।
It makes dessert funny. I'm just putting my needle into another groove. If you're not skipping, don't be tripping.
इस बार हमने गाड़ी कुछ ज़्यादा ही गंदी चलाई है।
You must be Cortez's new gun.
until more gainful opportunities arise?
ओके गाइस, यहाँ पर डियाज आ चुका है। तो इसके बाद आप लोगों ने वो ब्रिज देखा ही होगा। इसके बाद वहाँ पर जाने वाला ब्रिज भी खुल जाएगा, डियाज के घर तक जो ब्रिज जाता है। तो जल्दी से अपनी पोजीशन ले लेते हैं।
This is what I call serious business, man.
I'm going to see you through. Don't worry, I got you covered. They think they can take on Ricardo Diaz?
राइट गाइस, इनको तो हम लोगों ने मार चुके हैं। वहाँ से एक ब्लैक कलर की वैन आएगी, उनमें से भी कुछ बंदे आएंगे। उसके बाद कोई बाइक्स आएंगे जिनको हमें पकड़ना होगा।
You'll dream of me and of the grave.
ओके गाइस, अबे इनमें से एक बाइकर्स दे देगा, जिसकी बाइक लेकर हमें उस दूसरे बाइकर को पकड़ना है।
Don't just
जल्दी से चलते हैं।
face that dickhead down! I live! Take heads, and it's all down to you. What is your name?
Tommy.
I see you soon, amigo, I think.
Shit. Where's that guy, Lance?
तो गाइस वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब ज़रूर कर लीजिएगा।